She said I be singing.
What up, guys? We're back at it. Different location. We're in my room currently. I guess like me recording it outside and just like traveling was kind of like escaping from my surroundings, and like doing this video in my room just feels so much more intimate, and I don't know. That is what I'm thinking about. But yeah, a lot of stuff happened today, and just like processing just everything that's happening. There is so much happening to us on a daily basis that we don't like get time to just really reflect on the things that we've accomplished, like the little things that are happening in our lives. Like, as an example, went to the Bank of America today, set up my LLC last year in November, but I was like procrastinating on fixing my bank account and just like sorting out my pins and all these things. So I created the account in January and only got it sorted out in February, like was when I got my car delivered, and like all these like little things. I like procrastinated on that for so long. Finally got my everything set up, like my PIN and everything set up. And then I was applying for my business credit cards. Applied for one in January, like when I applied for the debit card, got declined for that. Applied for another one on Friday, got declined for that. Then I tried to apply for a secured account, and this is like an account where you put your own money in. Got declined for that. Like, how do you get declined for a secured account? But I know the reason why. I've been applying for way too many credit cards in the span of 2 years. I think I applied for like 4 different, I guess 5, like in the span of 2 years, and I got approved for like the other ones. Because like under my LLC, and this is like something I didn't know either, like when you apply for cards, they pull it with your credit. So even if I have like a pretty good credit score, but because I've applied for so many cards in such a short space of time, like I got declined. But like that honestly motivated me to be like, fuck you, banks. Like if I had 50 grand in my account, they would in my business account, they would for sure give me a card, but it's because I don't have like the funds for that. So it's pushing me to work harder on my business. And also there's a fee that I have to pay for like just like having my business account. It's $16, and I have to get over $5,000 to waive that fee. I forgot what the other requirement was, but I have to get over $5,000, and I'm like, damn, like let's do that. Like I'm gonna do that in a span of 6 months, because I have to wait 6 months to apply for another credit card. I'm gonna do that as well. So it's like when it comes to the next 6 months, I'm easily gonna have like 5K in my business account, and just like having that mindset of like, boom, we already got this. Like it's already like genuinely there in the future. Like it's there in the future, and it's like right here in the present. Like I'm really in that feeling. But yeah, like on a run today too, I was listening to, I don't even know, like how did it come up? I watched a podcast yesterday, like last night, and the person was speaking about like Brian Tracy eating the frog. So Brian Tracy got Eat the Frog from Mark Twain. It's eating the frog. It's just like the concept is basically saying, do your hardest task in the morning so that the rest of the day is easy. And like if you think of it, eating a frog would be the hardest thing you would do compared to the rest of the day. So I'm on the run, like listening to this audiobook by Brian Tracy, where he describes like eating the frog and just like all the things we procrastinate on. And it's like if you have 2 things that you're like 2 frogs that you're thinking about, eat the ugliest frog first. And when I thought about like what my frogs were, and like all the things that were on my mind, like on this run, I'm like, damn. And then he spoke about like writing out a list. So after my runs, I get back, have a routine of meditating, doing Wim Hof like after. And Wim Hof is a Wim Hof method, breathing method, on my account, on my channel if you want to watch the videos. Let's go. But yeah, get back. Instead of going in straight to that routine, I'm like, I just listened to this audio book about eating a frog. Like, what is my biggest frog right now? And for me, it's doing sales. So I get back, call a first person, like no one picks up. And I also have like these 2 little containers with little, not bobby pins, little paper clips. And basically like 2 different containers. It starts off empty, the day isn't over, but when it's the start of a new day, I just like empty it out. Have the 2 different containers. Each time I make a sales call, I put a paper clip like in the other container, and it just like gets me going. And I think the visual like representation of me adding to the video cut out, not enough storage space, but basically, yeah, put the 5 paper clips. And I was just like, had such a high of like completing that task, and it's like, why am I not doing this every day? So that got me thinking, like, we all have frogs, and we all have things that we know we need to do, but then we'll do the easiest task first. And doing the hardest task, he speaks about it in the audiobook, like the reward that you get from doing the hardest task is insane. It's way better than doing the easiest task, because you know, like, you can do that easy task that's gonna take however long. But full on like get back, write all my goals out that I have. And he says like write down like every like little goal, not every little goal. So for me it was like my business, like specifically like my business things that I needed to do. So it's like creating my website fully, sales calls, getting a Google voice number. I think it's Google Voice or Google Call, something like that. Just getting that sorted. All these like little things that I knew I needed to get sorted, but it's like I do a little bit of research like here, do a little bit of research here, then I like switch to the next task. It's like, no, like put your top priority at the top once you've like written out your list, and just do that first thing that you say first until it's done. And he speaks about like having clarity, like when you're doing a task and your only focus is on that specific task. So that got me going. That's just so interesting, because like I have so many big goals, big dreams that I want to do this year, and it's like I'm looking up at this big mountain, and it's like just fucking take that first step. Like, let's just climb up the mountain, like day by day. Even like little things like me doing this, I've been so consistent with this. I think it's been like a month, and like day by day, I'm not gonna stop with these. Like, they keep me in check. It's like every Thursday I know I need to do these. Not even that I need to, like I get to do them. Like I'm excited and like pumped to do this, and just like put this out there in the world. There's so many things that people like. When I think about it, people aren't excited to be alive. Like you look at most people, they're just dead inside. They're like, fuck, like another day. Damn. Well, I also thought about this. So I've been listening to this Mac Miller song called "Best Day Ever" for the past like 3 days in a row. And whenever I listen to that song, it just gets me on like another like level. Like it chills sometimes listening to it, because it's like I know like all the work that I put into to get here, and that song just makes me reflect just so much. But I made it my alarm, so I'm literally gonna listen to it like every day. And he has one line in the song where he says, "Wherever I am, like you'll catch me with a smile." I forgot. I cannot sing, but he says like wherever you are, wherever he is, you'll catch him with a smile. And like generally, I feel like that represents me. Whatever situations I've been in, you can ask my friends, like anyone I like surround myself with. I feel like I'm one of the most positive people, and I'm not even it's not like that toxic positivity. Like if I'm angry or mad, like I speak about it. Like personally for me, like having roommates, like right now, like that's like one of the things that I'm just like, fuck. Why'd you fucking do the dishes? Like all this bullshit. And it's like, okay, like I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna make a roommate, I'm gonna make apartment video soon. Like that is gonna come out. I've been saying it, but it's gonna come out. But going back to just like being mad about stuff and just mad about roommates, like it's so crazy how like how your roommates, when I get like steps outside of my room, I have such an impact on just the way my energy is. Like I don't fully get to dictate my energy because it's like if they didn't clean up or like wash the dishes, take out the trash, I'm like fuck. Like it's just like a added level of like a barrier that like constantly like affects me, and I'm like I want to get to a point where I'm having better problems. I'm not like that's not even an issue for me. That's why like end of October again, I have my own place. But just fully again going back to the best day ever song, it's like being appreciative and just grateful for what I have like right now. Because I've come so far, so fucking far, and accomplished like so many things. My goals are still bigger, and sometimes I beat myself up for the things that I haven't done, but I've done so much. Dropped out, literally got a job like without a degree. Like I'm gonna make a video about that, but like later on. But doing that and being in that mindset of whatever happens, I'm gonna win. Just so grateful. But yeah, to wrap it off, I guess what is your frog, and what is that task that you know you need to do, but you're just procrastinating on doing that task? Go and do it. And take my own advice. Doing those sales calls every day. Jarvie, the automation's been working. It's so sick. Like work that I would have done like every day, like tasks that were just burning me out mentally, it's all automated. And yeah, just putting in the work, like literally getting the fruits of my labor. And we all can. Anyone listening to this, yeah, go be great. You can be great. It's if you choose to. Are you choosing something else? Go be great. Let's go.